to my channel, and please excuse my wet hair. My name is Trisha, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I basically revamped my Gargoyle Gecko enclosure. So this video honestly is not the most exciting thing. What I would have liked to do is gone bioactive and put live plants. However, due to my living situation and where I have my geckos, I'm not going to be able to do that. I will explain more about this later on in the video so you guys can get a better understanding. But this video I think would be kind of a good idea for people that for whatever reason can't go bioactive but still want a naturalistic setup for their geckos. So this is a good way to try and make it naturalistic by using a foam background and making it three-dimensional and adding a lot of fake plants. And then another issue that I always had in the past and still have with a couple of my enclosures is the suction cup plants. They never stick on the sides, and that was a huge issue I was having with this tank. Some people have been using command hooks. That's like the new way to fix it, but my favorite thing is just shoving the plants into the spray foam because it's so secure. I've used the command hooks and like the plants are still falling off of it. I think it's because my reptiles are so active. So yeah, the spray foam is definitely what I prefer when keeping my fake plants in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I did all of this. Again, it's not the most exciting thing. I think in the future I will do even more changes and upgrade my geckos once I move and hopefully go bioactive in the future. But for now, this is just gonna have to do. So I hope that you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get to it. Alright, so I am moving on to the next project, which is going to be these gecko enclosures. So I really like the two in the middle. I don't know, I need to do a lot of work on this one. I'm gonna start over here with this one because it just looks so empty. I didn't do a naturalistic background on it. There's just like some climbing features and stuff, but like I want to fill in the sides and the back and just make it more naturalistic and just give Citrus more opportunity to climb on things and hide in different areas. So I'm just gonna try and get creative with it because like I just hate how this looks. It's just very empty. Like I need to fill all of this in. I think I'll be much happier with it then. I love the size of these enclosures. I want to keep them how they are, but I just want to spruce them up a bit. So I just set up a little temporary tank. I'm going to move like the decorations and stuff into this tank as well as Citrus for a couple of days while I work on making the backgrounds. So wish me luck that I'm able to get on the step ladder and get this down without killing myself or breaking anything. And let's just take a little peek at Chancho because look at how thick he is. He's about to shed, but he looks so plump. You're a thick boy. He's like, stop making fun of me. All right, so we're gonna move on and get stuff going with Citrus. Now that I got it down, you can see a better view of what it actually looks like, and you could just see like the glass, and it just doesn't look good. And my other problem with this is when you just have glass, like the plants do not stick. So like these are constantly falling. They're just always down. There's another one over here. So I hate that. So by making a naturalistic background, I'll be able to shove plants in like I did with these little branches and things. So hopefully I'll be able to just make this look a lot better. So this is the before. Boring. So here's Citrus. I'm just taking her out. I'm gonna put her in the other tank and then fix up this enclosure. And this is what the temporary enclosure looks like. I'm just keeping it horizontal because it's temporary. So yeah, and there's little Citrus. I pretty much have everything finished right now. So I'm about to put Citrus in here and see how she likes it. So ideally, this is not what I would want to do for a gargoyle or crested gecko, but unfortunately I cannot go bioactive where I'm living because I am just out of space and I'm keeping all of the geckos up on that rack. And I do not have room for like cords to go at the top for like UVBs. And I don't want to get a conversion kit for these because they're up so high that it would be so annoying. I'd have to get up on a stepladder every single night and open up every single door individually to spray them. And it's just much easier for me to just be able to stand on the ground and just spray everything through the screen. So because it's a screen, they cannot have a substrate on the bottom because it will just leak through the screen. So I'm kind of stuck like this with paper towel. It's something that I've done for a while just to avoid impactions, but I mean, it's not ideal, and I would like to go bioactive in the future. I would just have to move first because like this situation right now is pretty much what I'm stuck with. I can't fit an 18 by 18 by 24 on that either, and I also can't fit 2 by 2 by 2s. So I do like the 30 gallons because they do provide a lot more height. It's 36 inches tall, and all of the geckos that I have in these definitely utilize the height. So I definitely do like them. They go back pretty deep even though they are pretty skinny. So I'm going to go through everything and show you guys because there's a lot of foliage blocking everything, and there's a lot of different climbing opportunities that you really cannot see because there's just plants. So we're going to start at the top. So right here is the feeding ledge, and then we have like literally just plants everywhere shoved into the foam, which is something I really wanted to do for this enclosure because before it was just glass and I was using suction cups which do not stick, so it's just super annoying. So there is this piece of wood in the middle here. It is so hard to like show. There's just so much plants. So I did paint over this, and that is a little ledge to climb across to give horizontal climbing space. And then in the back, I did this like diagonal shape going across the back. I have plants shoved into it and stuff. So this is something to climb across or hide in. It's like little crevices for the gecko to just give more enrichment, more hiding places. There's so many different hiding places, especially with all of the foliage going on, and then the different shapes and things to climb across. And then there's another little ledge over here from before the last time I set it up. And then that is the little lay box for when she needs to lay her eggs. So I'm okay with how it turned out. I'm not really liking this edge. This kind of didn't stick very well, but it's whatever. I mean, it's better than just having it be plain. So hopefully she'll like it in here and she'll have more enrichment, more things to climb on, and it'll just look better. And it'll also, now that I painted the sides, she won't be able to see out the sides to the other geckos, which is something I need to do on the other ones as well. I don't think that they're too stressed out from each other, but it is something that I do want to do just in case because I don't want any of them getting triggered by one another. So yeah, that is pretty much everything that I have going on in here. It is so hard to show everything now because I have plants all over. But I would love to have live plants, that's another thing, but whenever I keep live plants up on that shelf, they die. Like all of the ones that I made with, like, I made backgrounds that would hold live plants in them and they all died, so I'm just sticking with the fake plants for the foliage, and I think it'll go a lot better now, especially that they're shoved into foam and will actually stay into place. So here's Citrus. This is the last little decoration that I wanted to put on the floor over here, just another thing to climb in. She's literally just in there. I need you to climb out so I can set this down. So I finally just got her out of that little hide, so I was able to put it in the bottom, so that's where it is. Chacho, I need you to like stay back. No hunting geckos right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her in and see how she likes it.